A dominant performance by Real Madrid. What a result against Osasuna. 4-0. And that's how you respond after the embarrassing performances that we suffered over the last few weeks. That's how you make a statement, because this game was by far the best one of our season. We dominated for 93 minutes. The entire game, we were on their ass. Vinicius scoring a hat trick. Jude Bellingham getting his first goal of the season. Arda Güler and Endrick got minutes. Chat, we ate today. We were feasting on Osasuna. They had no answer for us. And I can't believe that's the team that not only beat Barcelona, but put 4 past them. Because the way that we defended against them, I think if this game would have went on for another 4 hours, they wouldn't have scored against us. We locked them up. And there's so many positives to take away from this match. Now, there are some negatives, right? And we'll talk about that towards the end. Because for the first time in 4 months, we actually look like a competent team. So we got to talk about the positives. I think Carlo Ancelotti, this man has been underneath a lot of pressure. You guys know that a lot of us want him out. But I think today, he got it right. I like the starting 11. I like the tactics. And for the first time this season, Carlo made the right substitutions. We got to give him credit. I don't know what he said to these players that's different than what he usually says. I don't know what we worked on in training after that embarrassing performance versus AC Milan. But it's worked. And we need to do this every game moving forward because we have the talent. There's no reason for us to have looked as shit as we have this season. This game needs to be the one that we look back on and say, that was the turning point for our season. Raul Asencio, the center back from the academy, stepping up when Militão had to get subbed off because of injury. Young man, what a performance! What a ball! Oh my God. That ball that Raul Asencio played for Jude Bellingham to score. Oh my days. This kid clearly has a lot of potential. A ball-playing center back. We all know, usually when a defender gets the ball, they're just trying to give it to the nearest person next to them. The fact that this kid had the vision to see Jude making that run and then had the quality to make that pass, that's how you make a statement. I wasn't familiar with your game. I'm familiar now. And I think if Militão is seriously injured, hopefully he's not. We'll talk about that later. But if Militão cannot play for the foreseeable future, Raul Asencio, you now have a chance to cement yourself in this Real Madrid team. Because nobody is trying to see Jesus Vallejo. And what I saw from you today, very impressed. I'm highly impressed by this kid. It shows that we do have talent in our academy. It's just hard for them to break through because of all the star talent that we buy. But he stepped up when Militão went down. I also got to give credit to Lucas Vázquez because before he got injured, right before halftime, he was putting in a good performance, right? Everybody was talking to me about Osasuna's left winger because he's from Bayern Munich and they have him on loan, and everybody thought he was going to cook Vázquez. When Vázquez was out there in the first half, he had him on lock. Gotta give credit where it's due. No agendas over here. I can praise the players that I don't rate. If you put in a good performance, it's not a problem. I am very happy with what I saw from the squad today. In attack, Rodrygo also was injured. Who knows how long he'll be out for, but he got a start today. I was glad to see Rodrygo in the starting 11. You guys know I rate Rodrygo very highly. I think he's one of the best wingers in the world. And I think even with him being played out of position on the right, he is very effective. And I thought the opening 20 minutes, he was playing very well. Up until that injury, he was holding the width out wide. He was giving us a different option from the right side of our attack. We know the right side of Real Madrid's attack this season has been non-existent. But he was doing a good job for the limited minutes that he was out there for. Camavinga in midfield. What a performance today. This guy was cleaning up everything on the ball. Looked comfortable. The back line was able to feed him the ball, and then he fed it to either Jude or Valverde, or he even linked with Vinicius or Mbappe. He brought calmness in that DM position. I know a lot of people prefer him over Tchouaméni, and I think Camavinga did a great job today in his first start since Tchouaméni's been injured. I think Jude Bellingham, welcome to the party, my guy. It's about time you got your first goal. It's about time Carlo didn't have you playing at right back with your positioning being so deep. That's what we need you to be doing, is making runs. Let him crash the box. But that goal, the way that he chipped the keeper, the calmness in front of goal. What a finish. Are you kidding me? People talking about Jude had a stinker. What game were you watching? Jude was everywhere, helping defensively, involved in build-up, and got a goal. What else are you expecting from a box-to-box midfielder? Vinicius, man of the match, best player in the world. That's how you respond, because El Clasico, you were shit. AC Milan, you were shit. That is how you go out there and make a statement. Hat trick. All your goals taken very well. By the way, what an assist by Lunin. The way that he was able to catch the cross from the corner and then find Vinny immediately with his run. Pinpoint pass. So many positives today. Oh my goodness me, man. Brahim Diaz came on. I think he had a good game as well. The way that he was able to get the assist to make Vinny's hat trick happen. The pressing to win the ball back. Took that shit from the defenders. So give me that. Now, Mbappé. Very mediocre today. Like, that's just how you can sum up Mbappe's season. Mediocre. It's not been good enough. I don't think he was bad today. He didn't score, so a lot of people are going to just get on to him because no GA. But Mbappé, like he has been doing this season, making the right runs, putting himself in dangerous scoring positions, but his shooting boots are just missing. That's just what it is. Mbappé is not on good form right now. His shooting has been woeful. Whenever he shoots, it never looks like it's going to go into the back of the net. Because if he's not shooting directly at the goalkeeper, then he's shooting wide. I don't know how they'll fix that. But nonetheless, regardless of his lack of scoring, it didn't really affect what we were doing in attack because we still looked very potent. We still looked like a threat. You guys know we start off games very slow in the first half. That's why they call us second half FC. From the minute that whistle was blown, we were in and around their box. We had so many corners today as well. I would say that the delivery in terms of the ball into the box from the corners, not good enough, right? Only on one or two corners did we actually put the ball in a dangerous position. All the other ones didn't really find anybody. It was good to see Arda Güler play today. It was good to see Endrick. I felt like I haven't seen Endrick in like 2 months. I forgot this guy was at Real Madrid. About time he got subbed on. Arda Güler as well. I think they could have gotten more minutes though, right? Carlos subbed them on in like the 75th minute. I thought they should have came on around the 65th, 70th. I'm not going to even try and complain too much. I'm just glad that he actually played them. Because having them rot on the bench is not how they're going to develop properly. So as I said, I will give Carlo credit today. And he gets to live and see another day at this club. Because anything less than 3 points today would have needed an immediate sacking. Carlo is underneath immense pressure. I was somebody that before the international break was saying, yeah, I'm ready for us to take another break. Because El Clasico and the AC Milan game had me saying, I'm over it. Let's just go into break. I need a mental break from watching Real Madrid. But after seeing how we just put belt to ass on Osasuna, I'm mad that we got an international break. Because with the form that the boys are currently on, I don't want that to end. I don't want this international break to ruin the momentum that we could have built up from this game. But last thing before we get on out of here, man. The injuries. The injuries, bro. 3 major injuries happening in that first half. Rodrygo first gets sent off. I feel like he has a thigh injury. And then Militão. It looked like he suffered a non-contact injury. And he was screaming. You could hear it from the TV, how loud Militao's screams were. And he was holding the back of his leg. And I'm praying that that's one of those injuries that it's not as serious as it might look. Because it looks bad. And we know that Militão just came back from injury at the end of last season. And we don't have that much defensive cover. So I'm hoping that his season is not done. But it sucks because we have so many games to play this season and the board failed us in the summer. They did not do what was required. We all knew that we were thin at center back and they decided to sign no one. That is inexcusable. Now we find ourselves in a situation where we only have 3 fit center backs. Rodrygo, Raul Asencio, who looked very good today, and Jesus Vallejo, who's shit. So now what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Carvajal is out, so he can't cover. Tchouaméni is out for a month, so he can't cover either. Defensively, it's a bit shaky, and we got some real big games coming up. So at the time of this recording, I have no idea how severe Militao's injury is, but it's not looking good. And then Lucas Vázquez got injured, had to be subbed off at halftime. The thing is, I don't rate Vázquez. I don't think he's that good. But we have no other option at right back. Carvajal is out for the year. So we cannot afford for Lucas Vázquez to also be injured. We need him to be fit. Because regardless of how you view him as a player, what are we going to do if he can't play there? Maybe you could start Fran Garcia at right back. Who knows? But the club must spend money in January. If they want to save our season, if they want us to be involved in the later rounds of these competitions in the back end of the season, we must spend money. We didn't spend any money in the summer. Spend that money in January. Because our squad has no depth. And we want to win every competition. And you're not going to do that with all the injuries that we have. I don't know what the hell the problem is at Real Madrid. I don't know if it's down to Pintus. I don't know if it's down to the medical staff. But somebody needs to be fired and replaced. Because the amount of serious injuries that we are suffering is ridiculous. It's actually crazy. Fede Valverde. I didn't like the fact that he started today's game. That's my one complaint about the starting 11. Because all the reports were saying that he had a back injury. Carlo should have rested him today. But the fact that it just seems like we're injury FC, hospital FC, medical room FC is ridiculous. Something that we're doing in training is not working. We must figure it out because we cannot afford for these injuries to keep happening. Look at all the injuries that we have at the club. It's actually ridiculous. But regardless, what an amazing performance today. What an amazing, dominant performance that we saw from Real Madrid. The best one of the season, and it's not close. Vinicius is my man of the match. I think Jude had a good game as well. Camavinga, Valverde, Lunin didn't even have much to do. For once, our goalkeeper did not need to make big save after big save after big save after big save after big save. That's how it usually goes. Lunin had nothing to do today. And he got an assist. That's what I like to see. I don't like relying on my goalkeeper to make all these huge saves. Amazing response from the boys. This is an excellent way to go into the break. Now we need these players to rest. Hopefully some of those injuries aren't that serious, but they look serious, chat. Get in the comment section, though. I want to know what you guys thought about this amazing performance from Real Madrid. It's about time. Holla Madrid, get in the comment section, subscribe, turn on those post notifications. I'm out.